This morning, I was talking about the most beautiful thing in the universe. I said I was talking about the most beautiful thing in the universe. I'd like to talk about the greatest force that exists in the universe. I was talking about the mystery of all mysteries. I'm talking about the deepest divine inside of God. Because I'm talking about love.
Amen. Hallelujah.
A couple of years back, I wrote a book titled The Bond Servant. The book was more a book of love than a book of servitude or service. It opens with the story of a prince who, actually a crown prince, who loved the shepherd boy as he loved his own life. Well, that's how the BBE renders 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 6. The King James Version actually says that Jonathan loved him as his own soul. Of this strange kind of love, it is understandable for a man to love a woman, as his own soul, or to love a woman overwhelmingly, but for a man to love a man as his own soul, and I'm not talking about the perversion and the corruption that has hit the 21st century. I'm in a pure place. I'm not talking about LGBT or anything connected to that. I'm in a pure place. Are you with me?
Yes.
A prince who had access to the throne. He was a crown prince who was to be the next king of Israel, of the greatest nation in the world. Fell in love with a common shepherd, a common goat herder, and loved him as his own soul. The Bible says he took off his garment and put it on David. Probably had the singlet left, or probably his bare chest. They took out his armor, he gave it to David. He took his sword, he gave it to David. Took out his signet ring, he gave it to David. He gave everything, and years later, he was willing to abdicate the throne. He told David, he said, I know that you're going to be the next king. And when you're next king, I'll be your prime minister. I mean, there's nothing in history connecting David to that throne, nothing from here to Adam. But this boy loved David so much, he was not unable to see the truth of the next level. Of this strange love itself, David himself testified. In 2 Samuel chapter 1 verse 26, it says, your love was wonderful, O Solomon, surpassing the love of a woman. Surpassing the love of a woman. Whether it is in real life or in the work of fiction, love stories have always moved our hearts, unlocked our tears, and moved us to the utmost fringes of our emotions. I say whether it is Romeo and Juliet, or Cleopatra and Mark Antony, Lancelot and Genevieve, Tristan and Isolde, Paris and Helena, Orpheus and Fairdice, Napoleon and Josephine, Odysseus and Penelope, Paulo and Francisca, or Scarlett O'Hara and Red Butler. We've always been intrigued and astounded by the stories of love. In modern times, all our songs are replete with love, all our novels, that the myths and bones the girls used to read in those days when I was in secondary school were all stories of love. Something about man is intrigued by the concept of love. All of these people have read about, or whose names are mentioned, and all the things that are connected to them, if you know anything about literature, all fall within the compass of something that is ordinary human love. Romeo and Juliet and the family of the Montagues and the Capulets, they both shed their lives and they died. Or is it Paris and Helena? The whole Troy and all of us, the whole nations went into war. Two massive nations went into war. Boys lost their lives and all that just because of two people in love. The world has always seemed to revolve around something that is in connection with love. And this love that I mentioned earlier on is about human love. Human love is that love that is selfish, is that love that is easily turned into hatred. And yet, that love that we call human love has given us all the best things in life. It may pale in comparison to the love of God, and yet it is what has given us everything that is worthwhile in civilization. Love is the creative force of the universe. Love is the reason for poetry, for music, for science, for literature, for innovations. Ask a singer, ask Fumi, ask somebody, why do you sing? Why do you spend hours? Why do you burn hours in voice rehearsals and trainings? Why do you sing? And the answer she'll tell you is, I love to sing. Ask Victor, why do you pound away at the key? Why do you spend precious hours? Your mates are doing other things, they're making money, they're doing stuff. Why do you pound away at the key? And he'll tell you that I love to play. It is his love for playing that has led him to play as carefully as he does. And it is the skill of his playing that has created music and color, has made the world what it is right now. Everything that is beautiful in the world, everything that civilization has that is lovely, has come out of love. Even though this love is mere human love. Are you with me in the house today?
Yes, sir.
At the root of everything is love. Yes?
Yes, sir.
At the root of everything is love. One would fear to imagine what our world would look like without even a drop of love. Even the ordinary human love. Can you imagine in your mind what planet Earth would look like if there was no love? What is it that spawns ISIL? What is it that pushes Boko Haram? What is it that causes a ritual murderer to amputate a youth copper? What is it that causes a man to rape a lady? What is it that causes the pain and the thorns and the darkness of the world? What is it? If you look in the end, it is the absence of this thing that we call love. Even the ordinary human love. When that love is not there, darkness will prevail. And anarchy would reign supreme. Love has never given birth to any war. I said love has never given birth to any war. Love has never driven anybody to the divorce court. Love has never murdered an innocent child for ritual. Love has never split a church. All these things I mentioned are the fruit of hate and selfishness. What is hate? Hate is the absence of love. Hate is the cold darkness when love is not there. Hate is a negative force that is there, that is present when there is no love. As of selfishness, selfishness is inverted love. It is love that has turned upon itself and become corrupt. It is love that has resigned its original pledge and then become and shed its garment, the garment of its nature. That is selfishness. It's love that produces narcissism, that causes one to look upon himself and love himself in a strange way. The two greatest forces in the universe are forces of love and selfishness. When selfishness or hate takes over the heart becomes a dark place. The heart grows cold. The heart dies. It becomes a factory for hideous thoughts, for sinister schemes, for evil things. Hate has never produced a beautiful fruit. Selfishness has never given birth to anything lovely. But love, oh love, love has given us all